Hey guys, Oblivion here, coming at you with deck profile on my Sea Lancer deck that you guys have been seeing me use a couple of times and in the live stream and whatnot. This is my Sea Lancer deck. This is what I feel comfortable playing with, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now. I'm gonna show you guys my deck. I have one, yes, two. This was my original Sea Lancer using Mother Grizzly, but I decided to make another build. A third one, well, actually, it's my Frog Monarch build. So only two really. I'll be deck profiling those decks. Those decks aren't even ready yet. So you know, those decks are not ready yet in my opinion. I still have to fix them a lot, and I'll be doing a lot more tests with them, and I'll be doing dual videos with them and whatnot, so you guys can be seeing. But this is the deck that you guys have been seeing. Actually, the deck you've been seeing is this one, the Lancer one, running two Mother Grizzlies. In this deck, though, I decided to go a different route, and you guys might be saying it's like, oh, standard Frog Lancer, whatever, Lancer Frogs. But then you guys see here, Hydrogeddon, and we'll be getting to that card very, very, very soon. I actually got the idea from someone that I think topped YCS Philly. I think it was YCS Philly. I don't really know, but he was running Hydrogeddon, and he got what, top 14, and I really found that to be an interesting card. I mean, it's a great card. I don't think no one expects it. So anyways, guys, let me just get through the deck profile. Your boss monster, 3 Sea Lancer, great card. It recycles your. The main purpose of this is to, okay. The main purpose of Sea Lancer decks is to plus, while your opponent minuses. Your opponent is going to try to get rid of Sea Lancer off the board and whatnot, and he's going to go minus. Now, most people saying, oh, Sea Lancer is really not a viable deck, this format, you know, because of all the dimensional fissures, of compulses, and whatnot. Nothing really destroys anymore. Yes, you are correct, and I have to agree with you. But then again, I feel like this, I would not take this to a regional or YCS. I would take this more to locals, maybe top a couple of times, but not to a big, you know. I feel like if you guys want to look for a competitive frog deck, it would have to be Frog Monarchs, because I feel like they're just a lot more versatile. But Sea Lancer is a great side deck card, even in Frog Monarchs, because with all those macros going around, you could always set into Sea Lancer, and Sea Lancer is a great card with the banish, whatever, whatnot. Let me just read you guys the effect. Basically, what you do is you equip all your frogs to him. So he usually has more than 2 equips on him, so you know, whatnot. And if you were to get destroyed, you detach one of those frogs from him, and you plus off it. So like if you attach a dupe and a draw frog, you get the dupe's effect if you would get destroyed, and if you would get destroyed again, you would get the poison draw frog effect, which is when this card is destroyed. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you draw 1 card. And I guess I should clear up this one ruling question, because I know some people might have this ruling question. I don't know. I mean, I had this ruling question like a long time ago, but not anymore. If you were to equip like 4 frogs or 4 aqua types to Sea Lancer, he doesn't gain 4,000 attack. He only gains 1,000 attack, no matter what, how many monsters you equip. So he stays at 23. And you guys might be thinking, oh, that's little, you know, it doesn't even get, it barely even gets over Logia or Dolka. Yes, but the thing is, you're running fucking the Frog engine, which should spam out gachis for days, so 2,700, and I usually have like 2 gachis a game on the field. So that's what, okay, I don't know, I can't do math, like 32, 31, I think, I don't know, fuck it. So yeah, 3 Sea Lancer. I was running 2 Sea Lancer and 2 Mother Grizzlies in my other build with 2 Salvage. Because I felt like if I had 2 Mother Grizzlies, I could get Sea Lancer a lot quicker, and even if Sea Lancer got destroyed, I was running 2 Salvage. But I wanted to try something different, a different build, and if you guys want to see my other more Sea Lancer-ish build, then yeah, I'll just comment down below and let me know, and I will gladly show you guys. I'm also running the Monarch, which is Caius. I think that you should run Caius on any frog build, because you get tributes like crazy in this deck. So I think like Caius is a must. I'm not running Ryza because I feel like Ryza really in this deck doesn't have any purpose. I've tried Ryza and it's just, I don't know, I prefer Caius. I mean, it's the better Monarch, honestly, it is. Now, this is what I was taking it out. I took out 2 Mother Grizzlies for 1 Sea Lancer and 1 Light and Darkness Dragon. You guys might be thinking, man, 3 Light and Darkness Dragon, now that clogs. You know, being like honest with you guys, Light and Darkness Dragon never clogs because either I mean you guys could drop a Light and Darkness Dragon to add like I don't know something else that you guys would like to add, and I could understand that. I might do that as well, you know. But then again, Light and Darkness Dragon in this format is just crazy, and Light and Darkness Dragon, especially in this deck, is amazing, amazing. I think that is better in this deck than it is in Frog Monarchs, just because you're running more than one Rodent Totem. And with that, you could spam out Gachis like crazy, and you could spam out monsters on the field like crazy. So, you know, it's so easy to special summon either special summon a frog and then a Rodent Totem, or special summon 2 Rodent Totems and tribute for Light and Darkness Dragon. Then your opponent's top decking and your opponent's having a bad time. And then if this gets destroyed, you still get to plus off by special summoning a Caius or a Sea Lancer or some shit like that. So I feel like I'm actually testing out 3 Light and Darkness Dragon. I don't know. I haven't really tested it out yet. I just kind of added this in for this deck profile, but I really want to test it out, and I'll get to you guys with the results later. 1 Dark Dust Spirit. Pretty great card. Destroys every if you normal summon it or flip summon it. Destroys every monster on the field. It's a pretty great card. I love it in my opinion. I think it's a must in any frog deck. Fun like tip. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows this, but if you fear like Torrential Tribute or I don't know, Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, whatnot, you could always tribute and set this. And then when your opponent decides to attack into it, you know, you flip it, and its effect activates to destroy every single monster on the field. It's pretty good, in my opinion. For the Frog engine, I'm running 3 Swap Frog. He's your key card. I don't know if you guys don't know how to use Swap Frog, so I guess I'll briefly explain it. When you normal summon this card or special summon it, any way it's summoned, you could send 1 level 2 or lower aqua water type monster from your deck to your graveyard, and then once per turn you can return 1 monster on your side of the field to your hand to normal summon something else. Now you could also special summon it by discarding 1 water type monster, and that's again why I picked Hydrogeddon. We'll get to that later. So like if you open up, let's say Swap Frog or Dupe Frog, you're really not going to need the Dupe Frog. If I open up Swap Frog, you're not going to need the Dupe Frog. So you could happily ditch the Dupe Frog, set up your grave, go Treeborn Frog, bounce back the Swap Frog, because the bouncing back is a cost. So even if your opponent Veilers, you could bounce it back and still keep on going. So then you ditch the Dupe Frog and then you go Treeborn Frog. So there you already have like 2 frogs in the grave. Then you bounce back Swap Frog, you normal summon Swap Frog again, and then this time you go and hit the Rodent Totem. And then if you have more, you go and hit the Poison Draw Frogs or whatever. Yeah, actually I forgot to put Poison Draw Frog right here. I like to keep my deck nice and tidy. So 3 Dupe Frog, because since Sangan got hit, you know, it takes a lot more to get your key piece, which is Swap Frog. Actually with this deck you could go over 41 cards because you deck thin so much. It's not even funny with Swap Frog. So yeah, so 3 Dupe Frog, you have to run it now because, you know, Sangan got hit, so whatever. Dupe Frog is a great card also. It's a great wall. I guess you could also get him in the Dupe Lock, which is if you have 2 face-up Dupe Frogs on the field, your opponent can't attack. So that's pretty nice as well. 2 Rodent Totem, he is the heart and soul of this deck. Most people see Rodent Totem ran at 1 because of Frog Monarchs in this, but in the Sea Lancer you want your monsters removed from play. So Rodent Totem is a great card. His effect is you could banish 1 frog monster in your graveyard to special summon this card. It's pretty simple, right? So what you're gonna do is you want to banish. These are the cards you want to banish. You want to banish the Dupe Frog, okay? Because once you get your Swap Frog, you really have no need for Dupe Frog. So you wanted to banish your Dupe Frog, and you want to banish this card right here, Poison Draw Frog, which I already explained. So these 2 cards, let's say I already removed from play, you could tribute for a Sea Lancer, and then Sea Lancer's effect activates. You could activate, by the way guys, you could activate Sea Lancer's effect. So let's say you tribute summon him, you don't have to activate his effect there. You can activate his effect whenever you guys want. So Sea Lancer, and then you get back your Dupe Frog and your Poison Draw Frog. And again, if he were to get destroyed, detach whatever, you know, you can get the search for Dupe Frog, and then you can get the draw for Poison Draw Frog. So One Treeborn Frog. I feel like one in this deck is fine because I mean the deck's a little bit tight on space, honestly. But one Treeborn Frog is fine. You know, I wouldn't want to run two. I would understand why running two will be safe because of just in case it gets removed or whatever. You never know what you're going up against. But I feel like one Treeborn Frog is fine for right now in this deck. And my Frog Monitor, I'm running two. Two poison draw frog because you know whatnot draw. Some people run this at one. Honestly, the only reason why I don't want to run this at one is because I like to have a pot of greed. And what I mean by that is that if my opponent heavy storms the field, I get to draw two cards for nothing, and I still have my Sea Lancer on board. So, still, yeah. One Gort, one back row, two Trag, hand traps, two Battle Fader, hand traps. Battle Fader, I was running it at 3, but then I bumped it down to 2 because I hated opening up with 3 Battle Fader. And you guys might be like, oh, that never happens. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So I bumped the Battle Fader down to 2, and it's doing fine. Now, this card right here, Hydrogeddon. Main reason why I decided to run Hydrogeddon instead of Guaiba is because he's a water, so he could be ditched for Swap Frog's effect, as well as Hydrogeddon is people see Hydrogeddon as a okay, yeah, you know, Guaiba's a better drop. Okay, he does, but remember guys, this deck spans out gachis like crazy because I'm running 2 Rodent Totems. So you could boost with one gacha on the field, you could boost Hydrogeddon up to 4,000. I'm sorry, 4,000 to 2,000, making him a very big monster, and to beat over Thunder King and stuff like that. And then you could get your plus to go into either Logia, Doka, or any rank 4 that you really need. Frog Monarchs usually don't even play rank 4s, so that's why I like that option to play rank 4s. So I decided to run Hydrogeddon instead of Mother Grizzly. So, for the spells, I'm running 3 Enemy Controller, because Treeborn and whatnot. 1 Salvage. I was running 2 Salvage, but I decided to take 1 Salvage out for a creature swap, because it combos amazing with a Dupe Frog, it combos great with Poison Draw Frog, Treeborn Frog, and whatnot. You know, what I like to do, this is a really nice combo that I really like to do, is that during my standby phase, I special summon the Treeborn Frog in attack mode, main phase 1, and if I have a Hydrogeddon on hand, I would creature swap for their monster, which would usually be a bigger monster than the Treeborn Frog, and then attack my Treeborn Frog with Hydrogeddon and get the plus off it, get another Hydrogeddon, attack, and then go into a Logia. Just fun little, you know, tip for you guys. 1 Salvage, so you could get back your Sea Lancer, your Swap Frog, or whatever you need. I was running 2, but I opened up 2 kind of bad, you know, and I just really did not like 2. I prefer 1 right now. Right now, I prefer 1. 3 MST, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Dark Hole, and 1 Monster Reborn. And if you guys want, you could even drop the creature swap to add in a Treacherous Trap Hole because it's a great card in this deck, but I could not find the room for it, so. For the side deck, as you can see, is not even completed yet. I mean, I should build the side deck because I really want to keep this deck because it's really fun to play. But of course, I'm going to side in Obelisk the Tormentor because he's amazing. He cannot be destroyed by anything that targets him. So, that's it. Wait, well, okay. When this card is summoned, you cannot be activated. Okay. So whatever. To the End of Anubis. A great card as well. Great for mermaids because they cannot activate their cards that activate on the grave. So it's great, and especially great for Dark Worlds. For the extra deck is pretty. I feel like pretty standard for Lancer Frog deck, except for rank 4s. 1 Slacker Magician, 3 Gachis, 2 number 96 Dark Mist. By the way, guys, you have to run 3 Gachis. You just have to. And Sea Lancer, you have to run 3 Gachis. 2 number 96 Dark Mist, 1 Herald of the Faithful Lights. Great card. Great card in this deck. It requires 2 level 2 monsters. You can detach 1 XYZ material from this card to target 1 monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, then shuffle 1 card from your hand into the deck. So, what that means is that you could either get your Caius, your Light and Darkness back, your Sea Lancer back. I mean, the possibilities are endless. And you could get Dark Dust Spirit back. Like I said, you get your tributes back, so that's one of the reasons why I'm running Avarice. 1 Shining Elf, and 1 Digesto Phoenix. For the rank 4s, I'm running 1 Maestro, 1 number 50 Black Chip of Corn, a Diamond Dire Wolf, one Gaga Cowboy, a Lagia, and a Doka. So anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the deck profile. I know it was a little bit long, but I wanted to explain every single card choice, every single card choices that I made. So hopefully you guys could understand. And yeah, guys, this has been Oblivion. Catch you guys later. Deuces.